This isn't coffee, this is hot chocolate. Hey everyone, it's me Regina, coming back to you guys with another video. Today, I'm not going to do just one book review, I'm going to do two. If you have seen my last couple of videos, you've heard me talk about this, and I finally finished this book this past Friday. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it is awesome. The other book I started last night before bed, and I finished it about 40 minutes ago. Okay. Okay. We're gonna get to that one. Oh my god. That is a piece of work. So, for this, I'm going to do this in two different formats. This one, I'm going to do a non-spoiler review, and the other one, I'm going to give a spoiler review. For reasons that you will understand after I finish the first one. Alright, let's get into it, shall we? So, as I mentioned, The Couple Next Door is about a couple, a young, somewhat newly married couple. They are young, in their 20s, and they had a baby 6 months ago. They're invited to a dinner party at their friend's house right next door. Wait, when I say next door, it's almost like a duplex kind of situation where the neighbors are sharing a wall. And so the mother doesn't want to leave the baby, and the father is insistent. He's saying, it'll be fine. You'll have a baby monitor. You'll hear the baby because the wall works open. This is not spoiler because this is literally in the first 5 pages. And so when they come back, the baby is found missing. Again, the baby is 6 months old, so could not have walked off anywhere. And it's a cute little baby. Her name is Cora, which is a really pretty name. I haven't heard that name very often. And so, thus begins a series of events. Shari Lapena, oh my god, she knows how to write a thriller. Like, I was gasping. I was like, oh my goodness, oh no, you didn't. Oh. Like having all these visceral reactions. And it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the experience finding out not only who did it, but why the person did it. And then this person is not the only one with a motive. Everyone in this story, except for the detective, they all have a motive. One way or the other. They have a reason for the baby going missing. But you don't find out what the reasons are until you get into it. On page 148, you find out who did the kidnapping. And so, from then, it is a series of, how am I going to get the baby back? What is going to happen next? Oh, it is brilliantly executed. Most times when you read a thriller, you find out the ending or like the whodunit within the last 100 to 50 pages. I'm 50 to 100 pages. And then you find out their motivation and all that. But this one, I found out... Wait, where is it? You find out the ending or like the whodunit within the last 50 to 100 pages, and then you find out their motivation and all that. But this one, I found out... Wait, where is it? This point, right here, right? So this is exactly halfway. And so, as I mentioned, the rest of the book is more about the motivation, Because now this person is trying not to get caught by the rest of the ensemble, the rest of the characters in this book. To say that this book is simply good would be doing an injustice. This woman knows how to write, and I loved it. I gave this book 5 stars. Now I want to acknowledge that I did see a few reviews on Goodreads. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. I've been working with kids, so I have seen some reviews from Goodreads, and you know what? Their views are valid. I can see where they're coming from. For example, this is not a spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler, but it's kind of a reason for one character who kind of may have done it. So, the mother, again, this is information that you find very quickly, like within the first 3 pages. Anne Conchi has been diagnosed with postpartum depression. If you don't know what that is, it is when a mother is unable to bond with the baby after birth. And I am so sorry. Is unable to bond with the baby after birth, and you know, she has a whole host of symptoms such as anger, tiredness, and just short temper, and just cannot, like, almost kind of rejecting the baby in a way. I apologize if I'm misconstruing this. I have never had a child, and I don't know what exactly it is to have a child and all that stuff. So if any of my viewers are watching and have experience with it or know more about it, please educate me. I'm all for it. So, and then another thing is that she ends up having a disorder that she was diagnosed with as in her teen years as dissociation personality disorder. I was a psych minor for a bit, so this one I know a little bit about. Dissociative identity or dissociative personality disorder is when it is basically a trauma-based disorder. So, and it typically happens when a person is young. You know, can happen later on, but not as common. Also, the reason why the video is going bright and dark is something to do with the camera. Or maybe it's just the lights. I apologize for the lighting. I will try to work on that. So yeah, this something happened to her as a very young child, and so as a result of dissociative disorder, is that you basically shut down in the sense that you dissociate from your mind completely. Like, you don't know what's happening. So let's say, for me, for example, I'm witness or like I'm under a lot of stress, and I'm just a very extreme stress, and all of a sudden I shut down. My brain goes on autopilot, and I'm not in control of myself, and so I would do something that is uncharacteristic. Like, I would end up somewhere where I have no idea how I got there, or I would do something that I have no memory of doing. And then after either a few moments, few minutes, or hours, depending on the severity, I would come back. Now, the other critiques as to the mental disorders is that some readers felt that the author made PPD and dissociative disorder as a reason to commit kidnapping. Almost like she made it a villain. You know, like, oh, she's mentally ill, so she had to have done something with the baby. And it's a little disturbing, but I wasn't as bothered by it as other people, but I recognize that it is a valid concern, as mental health is not clearly understood in the United States, and more needs to be done to correct it. Overall, I gave the book 5 stars. I was able to look past the flaw, and I thought it was really well written, as I've mentioned previously. So, if you have read this book, let me know how you liked it. Alright? So that was The Couple Next Door, and now I would like to talk to you about Gone by Stacy Claflin. Oh my god, where do I even start with this book? It was just atrociously written. Stacy Claflin, if you ever do watch this video, bravo. Thank you for writing a book that was so horrendous, so awful, and just so problematic that a reader cannot identify with any of your awful and putrid characters. So this is the summary of the book. Let's break it down. So this book centers around a 15-year-old named Macy who decides to run away because her family is really strict. It's mostly her father says, you cannot date until you're 16. And apparently, it is such an issue in this family that even the grandparents are involved. Granted, I was not into teenage dating when I was a teenager because I don't know, I wasn't social. I was more into my books. And so she decides that she is going to meet up with her boyfriend, or a boy that she likes, from online. And they've only known each other for 1 month. Okay. Decides not to tell anybody and sneak out. You know, as teenagers do. That's fine. And so, the boy, Jared, says, oh, I have to stay late at baseball practice or whatever and help out with my coach. But my dad is going to pick you up for our date. We're just going to hang around at the mall. Alarm bell should be ringing by now. So she at first is like, no, I know this is not cool. I'm not into this. But apparently she agrees because she is a numbnut. By the way, I spent 20 pages of the book last night reading it, cursing the girl out because she is just so beyond stupid, atrociously stupid. I'll get into her finer bits really quick, in a little bit. So, you know, like the father comes along and says, hey, I'm the father of Jared, he told me to come pick you up. And he comes in a Jeep, and you know what we've all heard, do not get into a strange van. Alarm bells start ringing for her, but she ignores it, because she's stupid, proving exactly why she should not be dating. Or, you know, hanging out with boys and making stupid decisions. So she does that, and it is revealed that there is no Jared. In fact, she is being catfished by a 45-year-old man named Chester. Ugh. And so that's that part. Then we have the family and the best friend. The dad is a douchebag because all he cares is about his sports blog and how many comments he has, how many views he has, and how he can't leave his commentators hanging that he doesn't want to reply to late. Okay. The mother is like, oh, I want to look as young as possible so I can pass off as my children's sister rather than their mother. They ain't much. And then the younger brother, who I really want to like, but he's 13 years old, and he's the one who realizes that his sister is missing thanks to a Facebook status. And he, as a 13-year-old, is dating a 15-year-old. Makes no sense. Now, the 15-year-old is Zoe, who is the best friend of Macy. Initially, she is really, really weird in the sense, I'm sorry, I'm stuffy, as I said before. She, once she hears about the fact that she has to go downtown to the precinct to give her statement, she's like, oh, I need to smoke first, or I need to make sure that my smoky eyeshadow is on point, whatever the youngin said. I'm sorry, your best friend is missing, you gotta go to the police station, and all you care about is your makeup? Give me a break. Then we find out that the father is having an affair, and the lady is a piece of work. The father is clearly saying, hey, I want to work it out with my wife, who is a really lovely woman and all that stuff, and she's the mother of my children, and I don't want Macy to come back to a broken family. And Lydia goes, oh, I understand, honey. If and whenever you need me, I'm right here. I'm willing. Lady, get some self-respect. So that's the character book. None of them whom I like. None of them. They're just all awful. So, back to Chester. The reason why he kidnaps Macy is because he realizes that she has an uncanny resemblance to his daughter, Heather. He forces her, Macy, to take on the role of Heather and call him Dad. He tortures her in the sense that he punches her in the face and hits her and hides her away in the cellar from time to time, like found and gagged, and it's just awful. Okay, so that's that. And then we have, like, basically he's just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, the motivation for the author writing this book was that she was inspired by the story of Elizabeth Smart, who was kidnapped in 2002 for about 9 months. I got to reading her story. I'll put a link down below. And it's pretty disturbing. In 2002, she was kidnapped from her family home at knife point, and at first it was sort of a father-daughter relationship, but wanted her to be the wife of a 40-year-old, whatever, and she was sexually assaulted, and it was just god-awful. So, for the author to take that, twist it in such a way that is disgusting, tacky, classless, awful, to have all the adults in Macy's life be really stupid and awful is just adding insult to injury. It's like, how do you do that? Like, why? Luckily, there was no sexual assault in the story, or else I would have DNF'd that book hard. I don't need to read about a 15-year-old being assaulted in a story. I get that a lot in the news. Alright, so then that happens, and my friend's like, oh, you don't know, it might happen in books 2 and 3. Oh, no, I did not pay for this book, and I'm glad I did not. I don't care what happens to Macy. Is she alive? Is she dead? I don't know. I'm not buying book 2 and 3 because the author is so awful. Not only does she have that, Macy is probably dumber than a corkboard. Stupider than a block of wood. So, so one of her problems is that Macy used to be overweight, and because she was bullied, she lost a lot of weight, and she says, oh, if it weren't for the students, I wouldn't have gotten kidnapped. It's only because I'm thin I got kidnapped, because Chester did his research and made sure that Heather's clothes fit me. Okay. Then she goes on about, oh, I don't mind being hungry because I used to starve myself, and at the very least, because she's not giving me vegan food, I can starve myself and be really, really thin at the end of this ordeal. Okay. Or, towards the end of the novel, she goes, well, at least one benefit is that my parents will appreciate my vegan lifestyle and whatnot. I'm not harping on about veganism. I'm harping on about the fact that this girl is beyond stupid and vapid and shallow. And why are you thinking about your weight when you're kidnapped? Stupid, stupid, stupid. And she just makes these other weird comments. Like, the author is really body shaming in here. It's just no. Honey, you're stupid. You have the instinct of a pigeon. You don't know how to survive. And just, in one instance, the kidnapper's like, oh, I can withhold food. You can go a few days without eating, but you cannot go a few days without water. Okay. Tosses her a factory-sealed water bottle, and what does this numbnut do? She drinks the entire thing rather than saving it, because she has no idea how long she's gonna stay in this frickin' cellar. Brainless. Oaf. It's wow. Just, honey, no one forced you to get into a van, alright? You got into a van all by yourself, Macy. Not only that, you being vegan is on you. You wanted to lose weight? That's your prerogative. Nobody forced you to. You gained weight? Nobody forced you to. You made these decisions by yourself. No one needs to blame everyone else for your stupid mistakes. But, of course, that's what she does, because that's her. I don't know. If you were to ask me what I would review this book, I wouldn't even, 0 stars. It doesn't deserve a 1 star. And if you go onto my Goodreads, I hardly ever give anything lower than 4 or 5 stars. For a reason, because I genuinely like these books. I love thrillers. I love finding out who's running, the twists and turns, but come on. I need a character to rally behind. I need a character. I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah, mister, you can do it. No, I'm like, hey, you want to stay kidnapped? I'm okay with that, because you're too stupid. No. I don't believe in book burning or tearing up books. But if I had a physical copy of it, I would rip it. It's a waste of time. Goodreads, the book itself, also got 3.2 stars. One of the problems, besides all of that, was, a lot of noise outside. One of the reasons that it's 3.2 is because the author left on a cliffhanger. Which is fine. People are like, yeah, cliffhangers are fine. But there is no ending, no resolution in book 1. There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's no end. So she wrote it in such a way that you have to buy book 2. I'm not going to do that. Nope. No way, no thank you, no way, no how. like I said, I don't care if she lives or dies. It's just, I have never, I don't think I've ever quit a series. Usually I follow them through the end. No, I'm good. I don't need to suffer. I'm usually sitting on this book the entire day with my friends and giving the spoilers just so they didn't have to read for themselves. I do not wish to inflict that kind of pain. Alright, so that's all I have for you for this video. If you like this video, please click the like button. Make sure to subscribe. I upload on Sundays or the very, very early hours of Monday. And I usually have an occasional video out on the weekdays. So far, I have been doing that. It's not always a guarantee. All my social medias are down in the below or in the end card. It should be appearing somewhere over here. I will see you all very soon. Have a wonderful day, night, or wherever you are. Alright, bye.